welcome. I'm Lloyd. This is Teddy, and this is the Dressing Gown Diary preview show of the 2023 quarterfinals. What do you think, Teddy? Yay! As you can see, he's a Wales fan, and he's fully involved with what is going to be an epic weekend. This is the first time that the Northern Hemispheres have topped every single pool. Is this a sign of things to come? Will they manage to crock through every single game? Well, let's get straight into it. First up, it's the mighty Dragon Wales! On that note as well, I must make a comment about my uncle, Big Mike. He was a massive Wales fan. It's his funeral on Monday, and I know that the boys in red are going to do it for him. Come on. So let's have a dig deep into it. Anscombe is out. He's out of the lineup, but he's still in the squad. Toby Faletau, what a servant he's been for Welsh rugby. Unfortunately, he's gone home. So it's pretty much a lineup that you'd expect. Aaron Wainwright comes in at 8, but this back line is very settled. Wales, again, not really playing much rugby, but looking to tackle, slow things down, and then execute when they have the opportunities in the 22. They'll be looking to do pretty much the same thing. Not let Argentina play. Kick the ball quite a lot. Kick chase will be important. Argentina have made 2 changes. They've obviously lost their charismatic captain, Pablo Matera, who's gone out of the World Cup. But Wales have got a winning record against Argentina. 14 out of 21 versus the Argentines. This is the 3rd time they'll meet in the World Cup, but the first time in a knockout stage. Wales have won both of the 2 so far. Wales' record in the quarterfinals, they've won 3 out of 6. But of course, those are quite recent events. Argentina have won 2 out of 4. So who's going to prove and get a positive note, Laura? On that note, we'll hand Teddy off to his mother. Thanks, Ted. Good debut. So Argentina will be looking to bring the power game. They've improved since as the pool has progressed, since the abomination against England. Let's see what Wales can do. I'm still backing Wales. The bookmakers have got Wales at 3.5 on the handicap. So they think that Argentina will lose by 3.5 points in simple terms. Massive game. Wales are going to come up trumps. Come on, the men in red. Moving on, second game of the weekend sees Ireland and New Zealand in an absolute colossal battle. Hansen and Lowe are fit, which is enormous news for Ireland. New Zealand have changed their team. Kane's back, but you'd expect them to change after the pool games. Kane's back, so it's pretty much their strongest lineup that they can put out. Since Ireland first beat New Zealand in 2016, they've now won 5 out of 9. New Zealand only winning on 4 occasions, so they actually have a winning record against them. Helped by the summer victory 2 summers ago, 2-1 as Ireland were victorious in New Zealand. The first time New Zealand had lost a home series in God knows how long. Ireland are on the back of 17 wins at the moment. Can they make it 18? They've never made the semis though. Can they get over that point? It's going to be a brilliant battle. Really, both teams, I think New Zealand will try and play a bit of rugby and try and stretch Ireland. Ireland will choke things out, try and keep it condensed, but hope that they've got enough, back themselves. There's certainly going to be thousands upon thousands of Irishmen in the Stade de France. They'll all be hoping to sing at the end of the game, Zombie, Zombie, which has become the song of the tournament for the Irish fans, played after every victory, and they'll be hoping to do the same again. Ireland are at 1.5 to 2.5 on the handicap, on minus, so they're favourites against New Zealand, and they could come up trumps again. England moving on the Sunday. The 4 o'clock kickoff against Fiji. England with changes all over the place. They've let Ford move down to the bench. Farrell in at 10, trying to keep Tuolangi and Marchant at 12 and 13. So at least they haven't tried to push Farrell into the 12 channel. He's clearly not the best at that, but it's a surprising move. They've also dropped Freddie Stewart, who's Player of the Year for a couple of years, completely out of the match day 23. He has gone. Smith moves into 15. Is this a sign of things to come? Will Fiji try and kick more and put Smith under pressure, under the high ball and compete? England have only actually lost once to Fiji. They've played 8 times. The only loss was, of course, only 5 weeks ago. This is fresh in the memory for the Fijians. They will be hoping to repeat that. But England have grown in confidence as the tournament has gone on. It could be argued that Fiji have actually reduced. They were very good against Wales first up. They obviously beat Australia, but then struggled a little bit against Georgia and lost against Portugal. So can they find another gear? Is this stamina coming in? Is it the tier 2 teams that just don't have the stamina? They start well, first game week 1, game week 2, but then struggle after that. Have England got enough? Well, the bookmakers are backing England heavily. They're giving Fiji an 8-point start. So they really think that England have got enough over this. But Fiji have got some magic. Can they play some rugby? Can they unleash it? Never made a semi before. Last time they made the quarters in 2007 when they beat Wales in the final group game in Nantes. But let's just see what happens. Final game of the weekend sees France host South Africa in what no doubt will be an absolutely bouncing Stade de France. The place will be going up. France believe it is their World Cup. They're at home. Their captain Dupont is back. Even though he had a broken cheek or fractured cheek, he's back in the starting lineup. Can he galvanise his troops? This is a different game though. When they played New Zealand, that was a challenging game, but this is going to be physically demanding. Le Boc is the 10 for South Africa, looking to bring Pollard off the bench because those kick points are going to become important. But France have got a poor record against South Africa. Yes, they won the last game, but they were on a 7-game losing streak prior to that. So will South Africa take that into this game? So where do we think it's all going to go? Well, look, Freddie's flutter is going to go controversial this time round. Freddie not with me, but hi, Fred. What we're going to do, Freddie has talked to me about it. He's going to do and accumulate a little acca on the 4 results. So the predictions are back Wales, Ireland, Fiji, and France. Fiji, the only Southern Hemisphere team to get through. That'll get you about 16-1 with most bookmakers. It is a bit of a gamble because you're going to get 4 results right, but you know what? We're here to make fun and have a good time. Anyway, this is the Dressing Gown Diary. Over and out. Enjoy the quarterfinals, and we'll get back to you next week.